Hey, welcome back to my channel. Just for all that may be new to my channel, and because it's been quite a while forming the long form video of my channel. My name is ericthurow. So welcome back. If you're still subscribed to the channel, so I thank you. And please hit subscribe if you're a new viewer to the channel. You're getting more of the shorts content on the portion of my channel and a lot of the community portion of my channel, but I am back to making some of the long form videos, and hopefully I got my setup right. A lot of my videos will be done on the go, so I prefer to just do it here in my car. I arranged some nice semi-decent lighting, I guess you could say. But with that said, let's go back and start why this video is making a return. I have some announcements. It could lead to some of the reasons why I've been MIA. As you know, through my shorts, I am on a health journey. I am trying to document the health journey based on what I can do. Right now, not too many people have known, or I haven't really released this on many platforms, is that that I am trying to do my health journey and which includes my workouts and everything that I can, while also trying to look for employment, because I am currently unemployed. And I do live in the most expensive city in the country right now, and I like the city. Can't really say that I would prefer any other city, you know, because I haven't really visited too much of the country. But from what I have traveled around the country, you know, I love the city and I'm blessed to live the city. But at the same time, it's hurting me too because of the expensiveness here. I live in San Jose, so yeah. I'm trying to work on the best on getting the both stats. And at the same time, by not being employed and what has been going on with, I could get in a lot of things, you know, with like a lot of the fake job postings that have been out there that companies have been doing intentionally to suit numbers and all that stuff. But with that said, I do DoorDash and Uber Eats on the side, and I've been trying to do Shipt on the side, which is owned by Target, but the area I am doesn't get too many requests for Shipt. And also, I've been doing Spark with Walmart, or at least trying to do Spark with Walmart. But again, a lot of the offers I get on, or I see on Spark, are not for the Walmart that I'm nearby and all that stuff. So with that said, I'm just trying to balance everything out and not letting those difficulties and that hardship stress me out, because the stress can hinder my health journey and can cause actually more hindrance on my health and any kind of progression that I make. But anyways, I want to, speaking of health journeys, I work with some products or have accounts with some services, and with some of the companies I personally started using, I said, you know, I like these products, or I like this service, or whatever have you. I want to somehow work with the company. Not only from like a consumer standpoint, the company is great in what they do and what they believe in, but also the company is good to work with. They have a good culture. I'm not a direct employee for some of these companies, more either what's called an affiliate or an ambassador, which is more recommendably known too. But so, with some of that said, I have made some announcements on here briefly on the stories, but those stay up on 24 hours or whatever. Some of my announcements I made here on shorts on YouTube stay up a little bit longer, but it depends on if you catch it in the feed. So I've made some announcements on my Clapper channel, which is another social platform. It's like Reels for Instagram, but allows you to do 3-minute videos over there. So anyways, with that said, I want to just break down to the companies that I am working with, what my relationship is with that company, and then just go forward. So you probably, with the tell of what this video is about, you can probably see by the cover shot, the artwork that I created for this video, the thumbnail, I guess you could call it. See, I'm kind of rusty here. So first, I'm here recording this video on a Friday night. We were red on Fridays. That's one thing I deal with. And that's one announcement that you'll probably see more regularly. So on Fridays, whether in my socials or here on YouTube, I happen to be recording a video on a Friday, I'll most likely be wearing something red. And they're using the letters RED as an acronym, and it's standing for Remember Everyone Deployed. I first learned of this and the organization Remember Everyone Deployed, which is based out of the St. Pete, Florida area, through a friend of mine who is a news anchor for Fox 11. Her name is Marla Tellez. I met her, was it 2014? So I met her, I think, now 12 years ago when I first met her. She was looking for a local NBC 11 San Jose station. So, yeah, and we'd just been, communicating back and forth and all of a sudden been friends. And then she got the transfer down to LA to work for Fox 11 down in LA. And now she has her own main anchor show that she leads on, and it's called Good Night LA, which airs Monday through Friday at 11 p.m. So if you ever want to check her out, she does a great work down there. But with that said, yeah, so that's how I learned through the Remember Everyone Deployed and the red, and I agree with it. I support our military personnel currently deployed overseas, and I also support, of course, our veterans who have served, and the families who have passed. So I strongly support like Tunnels to Towers. That's not only a veteran thing, that is also a first responders too. So so I support that too, and that's the whole reason why we're there, just to support the personnel who are overseas serving and trying to protect our country. But that was the main thing. That's not the main thing. That's just a side note, that if by chance on Fridays you see content with me wearing red, I could be wearing red other days, but it's mainly on Fridays is a consistent thing that be wearing reds. Yeah. So let's go and make one of the announcements. I guess, what would I start with? I guess the thing I consume most daily for my health journey is supplementation. And I do supplementation to, like it says, to supplement my workouts, to supplement nutrition, either to add to it or to supplement something that I'm missing out on it. Of course, like for proteins is my macros, carbohydrates, fiber, fats, and sodiums. That's all what I measure with. And the first one is supplements. And then this will tie into my second announcement. So the first one is I am an ambassador for a supplement company based out of Boca Raton, Florida. I'm not sure if because on this, it's been passed, Hurricane Milton has swiped through the Florida peninsula there. They're on the east coast of Florida. And most of the staff there at the company is actually in Las Vegas at the time of this video, recording this video here, doing a show. I think it's like the NACS, I think it's called, and I'm not sure what that means. I think National Association for Consumers show. So I think that's what it may be. So they're there, and they're doing their marketing there with that. And so the company is Redcon 1, and it's owned by Aaron Singerman, and he is a former IFBB pro, and he's running a great company. This is also one of the, as far as from the protein product that they offer, which is called MRE Light, and they also have an isotope version of the protein. And then they have the protein MRE Light version already pre-made for you in a RTD, which is called a ready-to-drink protein called MRE Light. So they basically make their protein off of whole food proteins, like beef protein isolate, I can't name it, it's a chicken protein, pea protein, I'm gonna miss it all, salmon protein, and I think there's one other partial ingredient. So it's whole food, and they do have, so it's not mainly whey protein, which is a lot of dairy based protein, and that could upset people's stomach, especially if you're lactose tolerant. And plus dairy is rich, it has saturated fats and all that stuff mixed into it, so it's not, like the kind of the best of the proteins. So this is whole food protein based off of the foods that we eat in a healthy way. So yeah, that's it. I don't have a protein with me, but what I do have a couple other ingredients I'm actually currently using because I'm out of protein. I just looked and found out that was out, so I'm gonna have to take care of that shortly. So here's the #1 daily servings I get. Is called GI Juice. I don't know if you can see this. GI Juice. Yeah, this is their Super Greens blend. It has it cleanses and detoxes your body, and it enhances your digestion and helps boost your immunity. And I like to do supplements that target the immunity first. When I first started on Redcon 1 supplements, the very first product I bought actually was a protein. I went to a local CVS pharmacy and I bought their protein, and I wanted to give them a try. And I just loved it. I think I bought one flavor. I think it was a chocolate, and I just mixed it up. One flat little scoop using the scooper into a shaker, and then I poured in about, I say 12 ounces of cold water, shook it up and drank it, and it's just like, the texture was really smooth. It was really thick. There was no graininess to it. It was like a chocolate milk, like almost I mixed it with like a, milk and and the Hershey powdered chocolate, and you make your chocolate milk, or you do the chocolate syrup. That's what the texture was like. It was really good. It was surprising. So I went through the first tub of that, and then I went through the vanilla. I went and bought the second flavor there. Then we have 2 flavors of this MRE Light there at the CVS pharmacy. So I went back and I bought a vanilla flavored one just to try that out. Same thing. It was consistent flavoring and taste profiles, and also same mixability, solubility on their proteins, and I love it. It's 24 grams of protein per serving. I could tell that right off the hat. So I think it's like 32 grams per, I think it's around 29 or 30 grams per serving. But anyways, it's 1 scoop, level scoop. The scooper is contained in the container. So, but yeah, here's the greens. So I go with greens, as this was my second product I purchased. This is actually a refill that I just recently got. And then the other ones I'm using on the daily break is Breach, which is their BCAAs, which is branch chain amino acids. So it's clinically studied 2:1:1 BCAA ratio, 6 grams of BCAAs, muscle recovery and endurance. So this is like a hydration. You can take this during your workout and just sip on it just to keep your body hydrated and limber and mobile, and it helps minimize any kind of cramping that may, because if you're not hydrated and you're depleted of water and any electrolytes, so this does not have the electrolyte formula. I'm actually still waiting to get that in. I think it's called Canteen. That's how Redcon 1 calls it. It's called Canteen, and that's their electrolyte, hydration formula. But this BCAAs will still keep you hydrated. It just doesn't provide as much of the electrolytes and essential sodiums and potassium and magnesium that you need to keep your body hydrated, from minimizing from cramping up during your workouts, especially if you're in the workouts where it's humid and your bodies are excreting a lot of sweat and you're sweating, or it's very cardio intense and you're getting your heart up and you're sweating a lot. You're losing your electrolytes when you're sweating a lot. So this helps minimize that, and also replenish it too if you drink it afterwards. So this is basically an all day, or you could drink this all day, any time of day. So I think, yeah, yeah, L-Valine, yeah. So yeah, it's just a great flavor. What flavor did I get anyways by chance? Tiger's Blood. So Tiger Blood is not usually my go-to flavor, but it's enjoyable. It's refreshing. Also on this, back to the GI Juice, I forgot to mention, this flavor is called Lemon Blast. So they only had 2 flavor offerings in the green, so Lemon Blast is what did it for me. And then the other one I'm currently using right now is a combination of a thermogenic, or like a fat burner, and also a pre-workout. This has 261 milligrams of caffeine. This is called Double Tap, and this is really, really good. This is actually, I would consider they need to put a warning on this one, because they have other flavors. This is the only, I've just recently joined Redcon 1, so this is new to me. So it's called Orange Crush flavoring. And this one is an energizing fat burner is what they label it as, and it says boosts metabolism, enhances your focus and clarity, so it has some nootropics in it, reduces water bloating. So basically, yeah, this is like, that's a thermogenic. It helps, kind of like evaporate the water if you can. It heats up your body. So the thermogenics, and it's really good. And the reason why I said this needs to have like a warning label on it, besides whatever the warnings they have on here for like kids and all that stuff, because the caffeine, is that the flavor is so good that you might want to drink more, and then you'll realize if you have 2 scoops of this, you're at over 520 milligrams of caffeine. I think you'd be buzzing for like 2 days straight, so without going to sleep. So but yeah, so this basically just says when to take a morning, pre-workout, or anytime. So you could take this anytime, which I question. I would say refrain from taking this probably around no later than 2:30 in the afternoon, your local time. Nothing after that, because you want your body to start phasing off the caffeine, so that way when it's time to go to bed, you have very little caffeine or body caffeine left. This says mix 1 scoop into 4 to 6 ounces of water, which is about common for a supplement. So it has caffeine plus choline for alertness and focus. It helps burn fat and energy, and a great for a pre-workout or a fasted cardio. So you could take, depending on how your body reacts to when you take supplements while you're fasted, I would take it with a grain of salt and just try it out slowly. I would try probably, if you're gonna do that, half a scoop of this, or just do it on a test by test, case by case basis. But I would probably take this not on an empty stomach. I would take it on with something, just eat something light to get some nutrients, maybe like a banana or something to get some potassium in you. Okay, I guess I'm back. I don't know how much that record, I wasn't paying attention. I just know that my record button was, so I don't know where I left off at. But anyway, so I'm with Redcon 1 now, and those are some of the supplements. I have some other supplements at home too, like I do have a pre-workout Total War, and I have their glutamine, I have their creatine monohydrate, and I think I have one other thing. I can't think of it. Besides Redcon 1 energy drinks. And then another partner that I am with is a company called Primal Kitchen Foods. They make healthy alternative foods to get you off of the seed oils that are, and especially canola oil, which is a very toxic chemical. Canola oil comes from like a black seed hemp plant out of Canada, and it's derived and it's mixed down to becoming so-called consumable, I guess. And then one of the last chemicals that it's come from, called hexane, which is a chemical from gasoline vapor. So it's in basically all our foods. If you go to the grocery store and you go and you buy, you know, like a pack of chips or any of the crackers or any stuff, there'll be canola oil or some kind of seed oil in it. Even the cooking oil brand is called canola oil. Pam cooking spray, canola oil. So I switch over to Primal Kitchen. They base their oil off of avocado, which is a healthy fat alternative. And I have, right now, these are the closed items. I have 2 other ones that are in my fridge that are still cold, but these are some new sauces, dipping sauces that they just came out with and they sent my way. This one is for chicken dipping, and this one is a special sauce they target for burgers, fries, and more. So these are the 2 sauces. One other one that I'm falling in love with is their avocado lime sauce, meant for like tacos, which I had last night, and it was really delicious. And then I also mixed it today with like an egg bowl, breakfast bowl, some eggs, potatoes, and some bacon and some sausage. And I just mixed a little bit, mixed it up, and it was perfect accompaniment to that. So those are the 2 big problems. So I'm an affiliate. If you use my code is ERICT, my name, ERICT, on Redcon 1's website. You can save 20% off your purchase. If you use my code ERICT on Primal Kitchen Foods' website, you save 10% off your purchase. So those are the 2 main big announcements. Another one is now for services is, excuse me, if you see this is my Whoop 4.0 band, my health tracker. You probably see me put some of this stuff on social, my workout results with the Whoop app results. Of course, I still got my Apple Watch, but I am a part of Team Whoop. So I'm loving them. I'm a data geek, I guess you could say. I love the analytics and how deep it goes. And I'll be admitting, when I first started 3 months ago, yeah, I only started 3 months ago. I learned of Whoop, and I heard of Whoop when it first launched, but I just wasn't ready to go into all that, and also it just didn't please me. So sorry for the noise. I guess they're going to start. I don't know. It's a vacuum truck. So I apologize for the noise. But anyway, so I'm part of Team Whoop now. If you use, I'll have my link in the description of this video, but it's basically join.whoop.com/EricT. And what that does is that when you go and make your order, through that link, it will give you a free month of Whoop service for free. You will have to pay just for shipping of the Whoop device. They give you basically a free Whoop device, but it's like a refurbished one like mine is, because I kind of use the same kind of link to get mine too. Because I was probably like where you are, I wasn't really into dealing with them. I wanted to try them out, and that's why they give you that free month first, and then they'll send you the Whoop device to get you started for the first month for free. And it's a great company. It gets analytics, and they just recently did a firmware update to the device and an app update to their app, and now they're making use of their accelerometer they have in the device to start counting steps, and I think that's great. When I make their next rendition of Whoop, hopefully like the Whoop 5.0 wearable device, I hope they include maybe a dual GPS antenna. So that way, when we, go out for our walks, runs, or whatever, bike rides or whatever, there's a way we could just, tap it and start our workout, and it will detect our workout and track our GPS without having to bring our phones. But who knows? Because, they have some main focus on why they make the Whoop like this, and there's no screen on it. Unlike like the Apple Watch, you have a screen. So we'll see. That'll be nice to do, or at least do an FDA-approved ECG sensor on there. Excuse me. So, but yeah, that's it. Team Whoop. So that's what I'm doing. I'm also an insider. I use my nutrition tracker. Let me get my phone out of all this. I use to track, when I take my supplements, I scan the barcode on here, and I use an app called VSync, VESYNC. So this is basically it. Maybe you can see that. I'm sorry if you can see that, but anyway, so it's a free tracker. Basically, it does anything that you see on your normal fitness trackers like FitnessPal and others, but it doesn't cost you a penny. It's a free app. I have not been charged yet. I've been with it for a couple years now, and I just mainly become an insider for VSync. I have a couple of devices that actually connect to the app directly for health. Like mine one now is a FitScent chest strap heart rate monitor, which connects to it, and I'm able to go for a walk and track it. It of course has no GPS tracking on it. It's just your heart rate, your step count, and all that stuff through the accelerometer on the phone. And so it's just a basic, health monitoring. I also have their scale that connects through Bluetooth, and the scale, of course, takes care of my weight, and also with a grain of salt, my body composition, which just gives me trends, which is what I follow. I don't follow specifics. I'll read the numbers, but I like to go after trends, like either weekly or monthly trends. And then I have their blood pressure monitor. I take once a month. And what else do I have? And I have their food scale. Food scale is probably the best food scale out there, and I would highly suggest that you get their food scale. It's E-Tech CD, and it's the food scale which has the panel on the right side where you put the food, and there's like an LCD display that runs the height of the food scale on the left, along with the controls and everything. And it basically, you weigh the food that you're weighing, and then as you're weighing, you go to your phone, you go to the app, and you open up the scale. It will show you right there on the food diary. Tap the scale to show you the food weight on your phone, and then you just type in, okay, if this is for lunch, you type in lunch, you scan the barcode on the packaging of the food that you're scanning, and then it'll show you the entire measurement, all your macros right there already calculated to how much food you have on the scale. And then that information will also show up on the screen on the scale. So if you need to do a little adjustment on the scale, you can do like this. You take it off, or you add a little more in if you need a little more for your macros or for your protein or whatever. You can do it, and then once you're done, you just hit save on the food item, and boom, it's in your recorded item for your food diary. So I think that's really useful. And all of these products are not that expensive. I think the most expensive item was the blood pressure monitor was like 35 bucks. So the food scale is probably around $30, and then the weight scale is like $30 or $26 too. So it's nothing fancy. It gets the job and gets my metrics done, and I can see the trends and everything. So, and that's the same thing with doing something with recording the data. I'll go for trends. I don't go for anything else. So even though I'm a data freak and I love all the analytics of the datas, and you know, like chest strap monitor, heart rate monitor, Whoop, you know, Apple Watch, I got the heart rate monitor here. So with Coros, which all this does is connect to the Coros app, but doesn't do any measuring there of the heart rate or anything. I use it as an available device to my Ant Plus Bluetooth, and I connect it to my phone using my step counter. But basically, that is it. That is a long-winded video. It's probably more than what I had planned for. So just to sum it up, I'm back on here. I'm going to be documenting my health on Redcon 1 tier operator. And also another thing is that they love military too. They support the military, man. That's what I love. And they're America First company. That's what I strive for, try to do America First stuff. And that's basically it. So I hope everyone has a good night, and we'll see you next time on the videos. Until, you can follow me on my socials. I'm on Instagram, I'm on X, I'm on, what else? I'm on Clapper, and then of course my Facebook page. And then I just recently joined Blue Sky, which is, ironically, is the original guy that founded Twitter. It's he brought it back up, and it kind of looks like Twitter in its original format when it first came out. So, yeah. So I'll leave all the links to my socials down below, and hopefully coming soon, now that I've gotten a lot of this stuff coming back, I will also be relaunching my Eric Thurow vidcast show, which is a video podcast show. So I have my podcast show and my website, ericthurow.com. It's all in the works. It's amazing. The stress of all this stuff and all these product launchings will give me stress and, you know, add to my weight and stuff. But no, I am doing well, and I hope everybody has a good night. Red Friday, so remember, tag me mainly on Instagram for wearing red, and tag me on there, and then use the hashtag Red Friday. And let's get this thing going. Let's support our military personnel that are currently deployed overseas. And that's it. I hope everybody has a great night, and we'll talk to you on the next video.